Hey guys, Tychondrous here doing another toy review, and this time it's for the DC Comics Multiverse Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice Batman figure, or otherwise known as Batfleck figure. And this is the 6-inch figures, and it is the Collect and Connect Grapple Blaster replica set. And for the box you have an image of Batman. Now this doesn't seem to be, from what I can see, it doesn't look like it's a movie shot. It looks more like it's a CG rendering of Batman than an actual image, still image from the film. At the very top you have the Batman v Superman logo. You got the DC Multiverse, or DC Comics Multiverse. These are made by Mattel. And then on the side you have: fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, the formidable force vigilante from Gotham City takes on the revered modern-day savior of Metropolis, while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. It's a little read-up of it. And then on the back you have the other figures in the wave. I have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Armored Batman, and figures 5 to 8 coming soon, which were, if I remember correctly, there was an Aquaman, Lex Luthor. I think, was there a Doomsday? No, I think Doomsday was the second build a figure. Collect and Connect. So it was 3 more figures, so it would have been Aquaman, Lex Luthor, and I think it was the Unmasked, or no, it was the Nightmare Batman, which was the Dream Sequence Batman. And actually I think there was another figure as well, which was the Nightmare Creature Batman, which is kind of a weird man-bat type thing. But that's it from the packaging. Now, a little bit of history about this. These figures were released initially when the movie was released, which was what, 2015, 2016? We never saw these figures over here. The only thing we saw figure-wise from the line was the basic 6-inch figures from Mattel, which were the kind of almost 5 points of articulation with a little bit, well, there were 6 or 7 point of articulation figures. They didn't have the multi joints and multi super articulation that these figures have. So onto the figure itself is you have a ball joint on the head. Head can rotate all the way around, can look up and down a bit, and the cloak on the back is a solid piece with a kind of bendy, more pliable plastic. He has standard ball joint arms, don't go out that much, rotate all the way around. Now they are a slight bit hindered by his cape, so when you're going all the way back they have to go out to the side before they can go all the way around. He has standard upper bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and a swivel wrist. Interesting, he doesn't come with any accessories bar the Build and Connect piece, which I left inside the packaging because he's the only figure. In fact, another thing to note, that when I found this at my local retail store, I said they haven't had these multiverse figures before when the film was initially released. They only seem to be appearing now, nearly a year later, and all they had on the shelf was Batman. Was the only figure they had. They didn't have anyone else in the wave or anyone else in the line from the movie, just Batman, and they had about 15 Batman or Batmen. So that was the only figure they had. They didn't have any Wonder Woman, Supermans, any of the other figures. So he has an ab crunch, a waist swivel. He has that kind of T-crotch kind of style waist that the Mattel superheroes are known for, so he has that kind of weird kind of gap when you do the splits with his legs. He can go forward, he can go backwards that much. He has an upper thigh, well, just above the knee thigh swivel. He has single jointed knees and get a good 90-degree bend. And he has a single hinge ankle as well. He doesn't have any rockers in the ankle, but he has single hinge ankle. His right hand is sculpted slightly open, as if it was to hold a weapon. It has a trigger finger grip, but it doesn't actually come with any weapon like a grapnel launcher. I know they reused this figure in the Suicide Squad with a new head sculpt with kind of a breather mask, and I think he came with weapons, so that's probably what they were intending on using him for. And as I said, his left hand is just in a punch in a closed fist, so he can't actually hold anything in his left hand at all. But all in all, he's a pretty nice figure. I like the paint work on him. He's kind of done with a silver plastic, which has the sculpt work done into it. The sculpt on the cowl is quite nice. Let's see if we can bring it up closer to the camera to get it. Let's see if it'll focus in. It has the sculpt work on the cowl as a kind of a leather look, which is pretty good. He does look really cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything really in scale with him per hand. Here's one of the Masters of the Universe Classics figures, which are quite taller than him. And I don't think I have anything really to hand that would be in scale. He is done in a 6-inch scale, which would be closer to the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch figures. So there you go, guys. Just doing a quick video review for this guy that I picked up. As I said, it's kind of weird that they just started bringing these guys out, and the only figure that they have is the Batman figure. No one else, just Batman. So there you go, guys. Quick video review for this figure. As I say in my videos, if you like the video, feel free to click like, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Always trying to get more subscribers, and feel free to comment in the comment section below. Cheers, guys.